Hello, my name is Sandy Soto. I am an EFL professor at Universidad Técnica de Machala. I am also the coordinator of ELT Innovators Research Group, which is sponsored by the same university. In this video, I am presenting the topic Pre-instructional Student Assessment. The authors of this work are Ligia Fernández-Pinoza from Universidad Regional Amazónica ICAM and me, Sandy Soto from Universidad Técnica de Machala. Well, let's get started. Herrera, Cabral, and Murray, 2013, argued that before planning instruction, it is necessary to understand the knowledge, skills, capacities, and experience that students have obtained through their previous schooling and socialization. Therefore, the students should be pre-assessed in four important areas, which are cognitive, academic, sociocultural, and linguistic. To do this, it is possible to use formal pre-assessments. However, researchers suggest that teachers should not rely only on the results of these tests because they often cause higher levels of anxiety, elevate a student's affective filter, and sometimes provide an inaccurate representation of a student's knowledge and skills. Therefore, informal assessments such as class observations, parent interviews, student questionnaires, classroom discussions, students' biography cards, linking language, among other strategies, can be implemented for the assessment of a student's knowledge. So the objective of this work was to explore how the information obtained through non-traditional assessment tools such as student biography cards and linking language could contribute to understand the challenge students face when learning, to make informed decisions about planning and instruction, and to accommodate and better support EFL or ESL students who come from diverse sociocultural, linguistic, academic, and cognitive backgrounds. So let me introduce biography cards and linking language. Student biography cards, we can see a couple of them in this slide. These biography cards are non-traditional assessment tools that allow language teachers to gather information about a student's age, region, city of birth, previous academic experience, prior schooling, first or second language levels of proficiency, and preferred grouping configurations. On the other hand, we have linking language, which is also a non-traditional assessment tool. To implement this strategy, teachers use pictures, as we can see here in the slide, in the sample that we have here. Teachers use pictures from the specific content that will be taught to activate a student's existing knowledge and vocabulary prior to instruction. Herrera, Kavimandan, and Holmes, 2012, indicate that the pictures are used as a bridge between the content and the student's background knowledge. This strategy can be implemented in class, as a whole class, in small groups, pairs, or individually. So, for the purpose of this work, we analyzed samples of biography cards and linking language strategy that were completed by a group of ESL students in a public elementary school of the United States. All the students were part of an ESL pilot program. Since they had some challenges with their performance at school and with either their academic or conversational English, they all were around 9 to 10 years old and were in 4th grade. There was a lot of valuable information about the students that the teacher didn't know, such as information regarding their sociocultural, linguistic, and academic and cognitive background that could contribute to understand the challenges the students were facing and to plan and adapt instruction to their needs. So, biography cards were implemented at the beginning of the school year. The students completed these biography cards with information about family, cultural background, as well as country of origin, time in the United States, favorite subjects, preferred grouping, and preferred way of learning. The rest of the data, such as language proficiency, prior knowledge, prior academic experiences, and other assessment considerations, was provided by the main teacher of the class. The linking language strategy was implemented at the beginning of the class. 4 pictures were selected to illustrate the key vocabulary words of the lesson. Each picture was taped to the center of a piece of paper, and the students were asked to brainstorm about the content of the pictures. The students were encouraged to write their ideas in both their native language and English. After that, they had to circle and connect common ideas to finally discuss what they wrote and share it with their class. Okay, let's talk about the results. The implementation of biography cards revealed that most students prefer to work individually and in small groups, and that they like to learn through readings and hands-on activities. It also revealed that one student struggled not only with language development but also with academic achievement in other subjects. Another student had problems with oral communication because he was a newcomer. Most students were in early production and speech emerging stages of second language acquisition, and most students did not have academic support at home. This is what the analysis of biography cards told us. On the other hand, the linking language tool allowed us to get evidence of background knowledge and previous experiences of our learners. One student from Korea demonstrated to have a great wealth of prior knowledge in her native language. Consequently, it was necessary to provide her with support to transfer that knowledge from Korean into English. A student who had been reported to have reading disabilities and needed language support was the student who used the most words to describe the pictures in the linking language activity. We used his ideas to explain the vocabulary words of the lesson. As a result, he could easily understand the key vocabulary and felt that his ideas were an important and useful contribution to the class. Another student had the ability to connect words with ideas he learned in class to previous personal experience. In the linking language activity, he included examples of real-life situations he had previously experienced. The content of the lesson was meaningful to him because he could make real connections between the words taught in class and his real life. In conclusion, research suggests that every student brings to the classroom a unique set of experience and background knowledge that he or she can share. The key is to access those experiences. As explained in this presentation, pre-assessment is essential to teach EFL or ESL students effectively. Before planning instruction, it is necessary to understand the knowledge and skills that students already have. The traditional pre-test often cause higher levels of anxiety, raise the students' affective filter, and provide an inaccurate representation of the students' knowledge and abilities. That is why it is important to use a wide variety of formal and informal assessment tools to obtain accurate information about a students' academic, cognitive, linguistic, and sociocultural backgrounds. However, all the information collected through these tools is valuable only if it is constantly used to make informed decisions about planning and instruction. Diagnostic assessment should not only occur at the beginning of the school year, it should be used in every lesson. As teachers begin to introduce new vocabulary words, language explanations, and content topics, pre-assessment serves as a dipstick that helps teachers to know where to begin the lesson and provide answers for linking or classifying new learning through the class. Well, this study is already published, has been published in MEX-TESOL journal, so in case you want to read a little bit further, you can take a look at it in MEX-TESOL journal, right on this link. Okay. So here we are, Ligia Fernandez-Espinosa and myself, Sandy Soto. We really thank you for all your attention. Have a wonderful day.